Welcome to episode 34 of the Provenance Marketing Show. I'm your host, Ryan Jennings, and today we're talking about helmets, books, as well as a few things that has happened in the last week, which plenty has happened. Let's start with something that is a little bit fun, a children's book called Where is 102? And this is a cow with the tag 102, and this book is all about this particular cow, Where is 102? The author is Christine Taylor, I would say a farmer, because all of these photos through here are beautifully taken that show just what it's like to be on a farm and what farm life is all about for us city folk that don't necessarily get to be on the farm very often. And within the book, as you're reading this to your child, or your child's reading it back to you or on their own, you're getting to see what this particular cow 102, I don't want to spoil it, but 102 gets into the kale. Looks like she also gets out. So if you're looking for a stocking stuffer for Christmas, maybe this Where is 102 book could be it. You can buy it from Christine on her Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Where is 102. If you would like to win a copy of these, we've got 3 to give away. Just comment below where in New Zealand you live. What region of New Zealand? Are you in the city or are you rural? And say why you'd like to win one of these. Well done. Great, simple book, done well. And thank you to yourbooks.co.nz, who has done the printing for Christine, to make sure that this book is a licensed New Zealand made book, because if you're the author and it's printed here, you get to add the Kiwi trademark to it. Right, next up is a company called Pacific Helmets, and they make, of course, helmets. Not just any type of helmet, some pretty serious gear, including structural fire helmets, wildland fire helmets, and rescue helmets. This particular one is a rescue helmet for specializing in water rescues or for recreational use in canoeing or kayaking. And the difference with this particular helmet and why it's water specific is it's got these drain holes here. So if your helmet fills up with water, it's going to drain out really quickly. It's also got these vents at the top which open and shut. And then it's got a lot of things that you won't find on your standard import helmet. It's got customization. So this particular area here is a clamp mount, which is optional, that you can have added on. It's very easy to do it at their website, which we'll put up on the screen here. And that becomes an accessory mount for something like a torch or camera or anything else that will fit into that kind of tripod accessory area. They also do ear covers here. So if you're in a very loud area that you need to minimize that noise, you've got ear muffs that can go on here. Even a built-in boom microphone for either rescue or talking to the kayak person behind you if you're on a share kayak, or across from each other, so you've got good comms. All of these little details is what takes this from being a helmet to making it really something that extends the capability, whether you're out on rescue or whether you're out enjoying yourself on the water. It's also a good looking helmet. Lots of padding on the inside. Fits easy at the back with the rotary dial that clasps up. You can customize the logo, you can customize the color. These 3M reflective materials can be customized as well. Thoroughly recommend if you're in the rescue for water or in recreational activities like canoeing and kayaking. Some amazing photos up on their Instagram at Pacific_helmets of different places these end up. Mountaineering, wildfires, they export all around the world. So a pretty successful company based in Wanganui, doing great things for New Zealand manufacturing. So well done to you guys for coming up with such a great concept. Next up, Aerofast is a company based in the South Island that do tie-down strops. We have featured them on the show already. There is now a full-length Making It New Zealand episode available on YouTube to watch.
These are all cut to a specific length depending on the product, and because of the heat, the hot knife, the ends are all sealed on the side here. We've got this thing called a catch thread, so if it does get cut, it will never unravel. It will go in about 2 levels and then stop.
If you're towing anything over the summer, get yourself these Aerofast ones. They are tested to a safe level of breakage way beyond its tensile strength. So like at a ton, it'll break at 1,200 or 1,300 kilos. But more importantly, the way it's manufactured means that friction isn't going to cut these things as easily. Before we wrap up, I just want to say that this is my first day back in a week, and I've been out on the Kepler Track, one of the great walks of New Zealand, and thanks to Department of Conservation for the amazing work they put into their huts and to make the track clean and pristine. It was an amazing experience, and thank you to Back Country Foods who provided all our food for the trip. I'll leave you to have a watch of this before we go to Q&A.
That's actually a lot of food.
So good. Yum. Back for Q&A.
Hello there. Our company is starting to manufacture boat security devices. This device contains microchips and electronic components which has been manufactured overseas. The whole design software is made in New Zealand. Even the alloy box has been finished by CNC laser machines here in Auckland. The empty PCB board comes from China and is assembled here. You think I can get the logo?
There's a lot in that question, and in terms of our eligibility criteria, the things that I'm picking out that are important for us to be able to assess is the degree to which you manufacture the PCB elements, the PCB board here. Are you importing the diodes and transistors and then constructing the PCB here? If that's the case, then it's more likely that we will grant a license for that. Secondly, it's good to hear that the housing is being manufactured here. That would be a must-have. Thirdly, yes, the software needs to be coded here. It's worth applying. If not, you could still apply under a service license where we grant you a license for the software that you've made rather than the entire unit.
Hi Ryan, do you have any media companies displaying NZ Made? We're NZ owned and staffed. I'm wondering whether we should apply.
Great question. We haven't to date had any media companies apply for the New Zealand Made license. There's no reason why not. In fact, when the quality of news has kind of lost a lot of its historical sheen, as frankly media agencies now are chasing clicks, I think it's important for those that are looking to do things a different way and be more fact-based to differentiate themselves. A New Zealand Made logo is one way of doing that, to say that you are a New Zealand journalist reporting on New Zealand news. And so yeah, I would say make an application. And if it's the one I'm thinking of, I think we have just approved one. So that's it for this week. One more week to go, and then it is Christmas. Tell us in the comments below what is on your shopping list this Christmas. And yeah, let us know in the comments. Have you done all your shopping yet? Or are you going to leave it to the last minute? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening on the podcast, and we'll see you next week.